Yahdcast, TUBBS, pull up, welcome. And big up to everybody locked in, tuned in. You know what I'm saying? We do this once a week, so get used to it. Make some noise digitally for my brethren. TUBBS, bless it. Come in.
Yo. Young Sarah. I feel like I was with Young Sarah all day today.
Word. So, if you don't know, then you should know, which is basically the theme of Yahdcast in general, introducing y'all to people that you should know. And today, we have an OG, a legend, Damon Sneed, a.k.a. TUBBS, a.k.a. Mr. Kruger, a.k.a. Mood God. And today, we're just going to talk about history, consistency, and what you've been up to because, again, like, TUBBS has a lot of knowledge. He's been in the game for a minute in all types of things, radio, music, A&R, tacos. So first things first, like, tell us about what you're doing right now.
Well, I'm in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn now. But now, right now I'm working, me and my homeboys, we working a show right now called Tacotarians. You can catch it on YouTube. The many of years of being outside of New York City and pulling up to any spot, running the streets from events to bars to clubs. You end the night with some tacos, depending on where you at. You in LES or you uptown, wherever, So we just tore tacos up, and it got to the point where it was like either we was on tour, putting on shows or, helping artists and things like that. It got to a point where we just eating tacos all crazy, and people was like, yo, all y'all do is eat tacos. And it's like, all right, well, I guess we tacotarians. So we, shout out to my man J Mom, my boy East, Sean. There's a long team, pause. Torian, my man Tariq, that's Sean. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple brothers, all brothers, you know what I mean? And we just put together dope content, and we got a good relationships with a lot of different, artists, entrepreneurs, athletes. So we figured, like, why not, big shine up on a lot of these establishments that we cool with, step in and build a rapport and interview cats and, get their stories. So
show some love.
I'm just trying to shine on these small businesses, man.
And Tacotarians is Tuesdays on YouTube.
Tuesdays, yeah. We're dropping Taco Around Town this Tuesday coming up, where I interview the owners of the actual taco spot.
Which is important because, one, knowing where your food comes from, understanding sourcing, understanding the people behind it, but in particular, giving back to cultures, that traditionally get monopolized on. So I'm all with it. Yeah. And if you like tacos, you definitely need to be fucking with this show.
And plus, I don't want to come off as an appropriator or nothing like that. So I got to make sure, like, people know that we actually cool with the owners, and it ain't no like disconnection of what we doing. Like, we're very connected. We're bringing the black and brown together. You know what I mean? So it's a new wave of things. It's food media. It's not that many people of color like pushing food media and branding. So it's like we gotta really stress the fact that people need to see that we eat just as well as everyone else eat. You know what I mean?
Word. We might eat even a little bit better because we got some seasonings out here.
Oh yeah, that's a big fact.
That a lot of people aren't
big
privy
fact.
to, or if they are, they still don't know how to use. So
it's a big fact.
But getting into the music and who TUBBS, Damon Sneed is, like, I really, like, y'all don't even really know, like, interviewing this man is so easy, but I really just want you to tell your story because when I tell you some of your favorite artists, this dude has actually broke from getting them on stages, from getting them on radio, like the old way. If y'all ever know how to break an artist the old way, pre-internet, SoundCloud, all of that, like, there was a lot of work, street teams. So I want to talk about consistency because when I talk to artists today, a lot of things that we hear about is, so-and-so's popping, so-and-so's doing this, I'm in meetings with labels, da-da-da-da-da. But how do you navigate that? And you've broken a lot of artists. So, you know, like, what should people really be trying to do with this day and age, with Corona, with COVID, you know? Like, if you're trying to get your shit on, like, drop some gems.
I think the best thing, you know, one of my mans I went to college with, my man Quan. You know, shout out to Iz in here, man. Shout out my man Israel in here. And now my man I went to college with, he always told me, you know, relationships is currency, you know what I'm saying? So one of my strongest attributes is being able to, you know, I don't gain friends, I gain family. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother Prince, I knew Prince for a decade now, you know what I'm saying? Like
Word.
There's probably a moment that we ran across each other on some Sky Zoo shit and didn't know each other, but then my brother Gio put us in the same building and then we running the same story and I'm like, wait, you was there?
Word. And it's a small city.
Shout out
like,
to Gio.
Regardless.
But no, I mean, you know, when it comes to the consistency, like I always, you know, understood hustle, and at the same time you got to really just be at a point where your situation is what you build. Like every person that you get in contact with is your lead, you know what I mean? Like it's not just sales, it's presentation, it's impact, and I'm here for the impact, you know what I mean? So, you know, even just shout out my man Proper Etiquette in the building. Shout out to my boys, my young niggas that get busy, I fucks with them right there.
Yo, if you don't fuck with them, you should be, because they got some of the hottest,
you know what's
hottest mixes out here.
You know what's one thing about the cats always be like, yo, Tubbs, you always shouting people out. I'm like, you need to know the mutants. This the X-Men. But no, I mean, like the consistency is about just me being able to, you know, keep in contact with people and knowing my leverage of what I can do for them and what they could do for me. Everything doesn't always work out how it can be, but at the same time, I have to be able to provide something to make sure it happens. You know, even if it's just being a middleman. I've always been a middleman. You know what I'm saying? So like, people ask me what you do. There's people that think I don't even have a job. They be like, yo, what you do? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just always been connected to music and artists. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, Leo Cohen, you know, things like that, but I am the streets.
Word, I mean, like low-key, like Tubbs is like a young, you know, Clarence Avant. The way I see you, like you're always.
Oh, that's my.
Nah, because like dude is always putting people on, always closing deals, and it's like he's one of those silent people. Like you might never actually see this man, but he's out here working, and he's out here actually working on a lot of stuff that y'all don't even realize. Like he's helping push through. And I want to just talk about your radio moment.
Okay.
Just for a little bit, because right now, like, I don't really know who listens to the radio.
Okay.
Who's really on the radio? But speak to us a little bit about your history coming up in radio, because that's a big deal about like music in general right now, like the transition, and maybe what you think going forward, what the new radio is.
Well, for me, I started out, I would say, like, you know, I was a young kid recording mixes and stuff. And then I got to college. I wanted to do radio. You know, me and my mans and them, we ran the radio station. You know, I ran the music for the radio station, music director of the year with all that through HBCUs and all that, whatever the case. Got into the field, and I didn't even touch music or anything, but I found ways to still be involved with the music and not even work in urban. I worked in sports radio, but at the same time, I was still in competition with everybody else, with the Hots and the Powers when Power, you know, evolved. But, you know, like I said, it always going to be a substantial situation of being involved and being outside. Like a lot of people think being in the house is going to gain you some retribution, but you got to touch the streets and touch the people and be able to, you know, speak to people. Like, you know, it's a journey. Like everybody think they just gonna get on, but there's no way to just get on. Like people got to see it. This is New York. Like there's no other city in this world like New York. So you are a walking, talking face card at the end of the day.
That's facts.
But radio right now, I mean, it's still clicking. You know, they're still breaking records. They still making things happen. You still got good DJs. You still got good vibes. I mean, COVID is definitely, you know, a different era of it. But the mixes are still going. You know, the ratings are still up. But you know, advertisement keeps big media platforms running. So at the end of the day, as long as people are doing that, spending money on ads.
Know your metrics.
You good.
Know your metrics.
Big facts.
A lot of y'all out here know your metrics.
Stop.
And what you're doing
and
how to do it.
Young
it's
boys.
Save you a lot of money in the long run.
Stop spending money on these dudes talking about they're gonna get you on a playlist too.
stop.
That's nasty.
Honestly, let's get into that for a moment, because I honestly think that's right now, every day. We have so many playlists. I see so many people talking about put me on a playlist. Like, let's talk about playlisting in general and what you think about that from an artist standpoint.
I think it's real dope. I mean, right now, playlisting and streaming is, not to take away from radio, that is the new way of getting heard. I think, but I think even if it's radio, TV, whatever the medium is, your shit got to be hot. A lot of people, there's some that have more help than others. Some, they just really talented and people find them to make shit happen, but you really just have to be fire. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can't just think because you gave somebody a couple dollars and get busy. Those days still exist, but it depends on who you're giving your money to.
And it's a lot more money than a lot of you people thinking.
And I just say that. I don't want to get too in depth, but at the same time, it's like you just really have to pay attention to what it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of cats is out here flexing and they're not moving. You could flex and stand still, but you could flex and keep moving. And a lot of cats are standing still. Like, I'm not an artist, so I can't speak for a person that's an artist, you know what I mean? So all I can do is help if I can.
Word. And so we talked about Tacotarians a little bit. We talked about your history.
Please watch Tacotarians. Please watch Tacotarians. Please watch Tacotarians.
Tell me, I want to get into some of the relics, because TUBBS has story for days.
Oh, yeah. I'll be talking.
But we were talking about the locks earlier today. We were
LOX.
talking about music, and you're from Jersey. I'm gonna shout out. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right because I'm not, but Newark.
I'm from Newark. It's like you saying Fork,
Newark?
but I'm from Newark. Yeah.
Newark. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll practice that at home.
Shout out to everybody from Brick City, man, from the Jersey club dudes to the streets. Know what I mean? The Sue Surf, Shotgun Shook got signed out right now. My man All Star the Great got SRT video coming through like Crutch Calhoun. Like, I could name 10,000 dudes, man. Shout out to my man Case Closed, Jump, Jada Monster. Like, it's mad dudes. Jersey always gonna be clicking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing, cats out here, like, and there's never gonna be no hate towards New York. Like, you gotta cross that bridge to get busy. But at the end of the day, like, there's more authentic shit going on across that bridge. Like, we ain't got no egos and no shit like that. Like, our movement is different. Like, we listen to our homies. We move with our homies. We repping our homies. Like, everything is Newark weather. Like, I'm from Newark, Essex County. Like,
it's the collective.
Yeah, like, shout out to the homies that's running the trenches right now. Like, I know the Rucker done, but if you like basketball, go to Jersey. Everybody, they doing the one-on-one tournaments for that money right now. Like, if you got your money up, go to Jersey.
Go to Jersey. I don't know.
Top athletes, not no dudes around no way. Top athletes, one-on-one games.
That might be the first time you actually ever gonna catch me
in the trenches on First and First Ave.
Go to Jersey.
Shout out to Mr. Splurge. Shout out to Bless McFly. Like, and shout out to all my Jersey dudes that's in the fashion too. Like, cause we real fashion dudes. Like, we love clothes.
And let's talk about it, because TUBBS actually is a part of. Y'all have some shirts out right now. You're doing some things. Like, you got a couple brands. Yeah. So in general, like, you work on a lot.
I just like being involved with shit.
And there are a lot of people that try to work on a lot, but it doesn't always work. So in terms of you being multifaceted, working in multiple industries, being successful in multiple industries, how are you able to do that consistently and, make sure that it's efficient and you get something out of it? Because a lot of people try to work on a lot of shit and it ends up just coming up to nothing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I took a lot of losses. And it take losses to struggle, and people, you always see people online screaming like support. Like, I tell people, like, support your homies no matter what it is they doing, like, cause you gotta realize they're focused on what it is that they're focused on. So no matter if you crunch numbers for a bank, or if you sell cell phones or whatever the case may be, support your homie. You know what I mean? Because whatever they're focused on, that's their strong suit. My man Flo told me one day, he's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, for as long as I know you, you always hustle for what you want. It's not about the money for me. If I die tomorrow, it's about the impact. I'm not here. I'm not here to cake. I want the money, of course. I want to eat. I want to do all the other things, but I'm never going to be flashy. I'm going to always be a regular dude. But I just want to be able to, show people that you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it, like, and create. And when you're talking about the T-shirt, I was in a situation where, I got like different crews. Shout out to Glasses Gang, shout out to Black Dollar Family. We do parties and stuff around us, mostly in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? But we successfully dropped 3 different lines of merch. But this merch that we just dropped was a Black Essential T-shirt that I helped design with my homegirl Jill, my man Iconics, and we donated every piece of the proceeds to Elijah McClain's family. We raised about $2,700. And shout out to everybody that put in on that, because we gotta try to give back. And I think a lot of people fail to realize, like, giving back is a big thing. Like, you could always be the Zul Papa in 1942 dude, but if you ain't giving back, like, you're worthless. You're worthless.
Word. I mean, like, yo. Real talk, nobody's gonna give back to black people if black people don't give back to black people. Like, that's the realest shit about it, because, like, ain't nobody else giving a shit.
At all.
Ain't nobody else giving a shit. And on that note, in terms of giving back, this dude has one of the best ears in terms of A&Ring. Like, and he's old school. Like, literally, you don't meet a lot of people in New York that are old New York, that have been here when, like, the clubs, the parties were actually really, really popping before, we sort of had to redo it what we're doing now. So who are you listening to? Who are you excited for? Like, put us on to some gems right now, because honestly, it's an honor to even have you up here.
Chill.
Nah. Be like, old school really has to, really?
I mean, but, it'd be funny because I sound outdated when I say old New York, but, like, old New York was different, man. Like, now it's different scenes, but back then it was like, yo, you could do Veranda on 7th and then go down to Greenhouse and then go cross town, go to Pyramid to go see a show, and then go uptown and go grab food, and then go to Brooklyn and go see, you know what I mean, at wherever. Like,
if you were outside,
and one day
you were outside.
So, like, when people are like, yo, you be outside, I'm like, yo, this outside is light, my boy. This is light. You know what I'm saying? And, like, we was working the scene, and we was able to be, like, within every scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I pulled up here, I'm like, oh, that's the bro that owns Black Scale. I used to be in a spot when ASAP and them was downtown. You know what I'm saying? Like, where would they be at? You know what I mean? Without them and chasing them. When Chase Infinite had a store, like, LES was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, like, a lot of people is too worried about themselves. Like, New York ain't like New York back in the day. Like, but I still love New York as a Jersey dude. I'ma always rep Jersey to, you know what I mean, forever. But what was you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, so, like, put us on. Give me some gems in terms of, like,
artists that I'm listening to, or
artists
just
that you're
period?
listening to, tracks. I mean, it doesn't have to be the specific artist. If they got one song that you really, really mess with, like, just let us know, because I feel like
I just want, my whole thing, like, big or small artists, I just want y'all to be authentic. Like, understand your lane, your sound, what you do. Don't let people take advantage of you or sway you into a lane to do anything. Stick to your ground and understand the music that you're making. Like don't one day I'm making this and next day I got crystals. Like, be your own person. Like, I think that's the problem. A lot of people, they got fads and trends. And, New York has never been about the trend. We start shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we was talking about clothes on the way here. It's like, we not this the trend. Like, 10 niggas could wear a mobile kitchen hat and then mobile kitchen lit. That's just what it is. Like, it's not a trend. This is a wave. It's the wave. You know what I'm saying? So, as an artist, you need to make sure you perfect your craft. Artist, producer, whatever. Like, shout out to the Mood Goddess. Like, make everything you do what you do. Like, it's a perfection. You know what I mean? It's your sound. Like, love it. Because at the end of the day, it's not for everybody.
Word. And so, in terms of you, because I'm still, I'm going to annoy you about this. Who are you listening to?
Right now, I listen to too much stuff to really I love Live right now. She fire. Listen to Leanna. She fire. But you know, for me, I'm connected to mad people that work with these people, so I heard Drake new record before it come out already. That shit's kind of fire. Actually, it is fire.
Well, don't give me the big people like Drake. People gonna listen to Drake.
You know, like my man B-Dot called me a backpacker. So like I listen to all the dudes. People be like, I ain't listening to nigga. He ain't flashy. I've been listening to Freddie Gibbs since I met Freddie Gibbs.
Where
you know what I mean? Like shout out to GI Island. You know what I mean? I'm a Chi-Town niggas. You heard? Right now I'm loving that Flatbush Zombie new record. That video is fucking nuts. Shout out to Michi and him. He cut his hair and shit. Shit crazy. Everybody chop off. I'm not chopping off. Me not chopping off nothing. Me not chopping off nothing.
Yo, I'm about to leave y'all.
What else I'm listening to? Yeah, my accent ain't there. I'm a Yankee. I just always date Caribbean women. Who else I'm listening to? I've been in my old school bag. I've been listening to a lot of Fela Kuti and Michael Jackson and old tunes like Tubby Kingston, you know.
Wait, put people on, because a lot of people still don't know.
Like real massive. Oh yeah. My stories be, I work in TV, so like my stories is like programming. Like I literally, like my actual job is putting commercials on TV. So shout out to TV One. It's Clio TV. Please watch. There's more black networks than just BET.
And support, because
please support and watch.
TV One actually hires black people.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
Let's put some money back into their pocket.
But now, like, I like listening to big tunes. I like listening to like Afro beats. I like listening to everything, old school shit. But young dudes right now, you know, like a lot of the local dudes, I love Chef G right now. Chef G fired at me, bro. Like, it's Brooklyn. Yeah. Cause like, I call myself the mood guy, and I got that from Joe Budden because Joe Budden was dropping all the mood musics. You know what I'm saying? And like, in a terrible time of my life, in the good times of my life, like music has always been the president. You know what I mean? So it's like it keeps me calm and cool. So like, you was like, yo, send me 3 songs, and I think I sent you Nipsey, No, Don't Take Days Off. That song like gets me, like, if I'm in my dumps, if I'm hurt or I'm going through it and I post that song, you know something wrong with me. And that's like my therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Music is therapy.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like I just try to listen to anything and everything. Like, I know I can't shout out the world, but I try to listen to as much music as possible. But I like the shorty, Michaela Janae. She from North Carolina. She could sing her ass off. The kid Aurora Anthony, he's fire. I like Mr. Splurge from Jersey. You know, I shouted out mad Jersey dudes. I'm sorry. I'm biased.
No, you got it. Like, we about to. I'm literally like running this back.
Cause the thing about me when I listen to music, it's either I was there, involved, or I understand what they talking about because I know what they saying. Like, if a dude rapping about Cat's drugs across the street and I've been to Cat's drugs, like, I'm like, damn, that makes mad sense to me. Like, cool, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of things for me is relatable, but I'm always been a beat head. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I hear the beat, that's why I really rock off at. Like, production has really always been my top thing, and then everything else. Cause you can't ask me the lyrics, but you can ask me who sampled what. Like my man Jump live in Atlanta, texted me like 3:00 in the morning, like, yo, who made this beat? I was like, this is a sample. This is a He's like, how did you know that? I ain't look it up. I just knew, and I'm just like, bro, because that's just what it is. Like, I always been a beat dude, and I grew up around DJs and just musicians and stuff like that. And then my father always played jazz all my life. So it's like, if I hear something, I'm keen to it, and I'm attracted to it. Like, I treat my women like jazz. So I
love that. That actually, I'm gonna say less because I think that needs to belong on a t-shirt real quick. If you steal that, we'll know.
I just copyrighted it right now. All that shit.
But you know, in general, I feel like I have one question I want to ask, and I think I already know the answer to it because, with Corona, we're not really allowed to link up. But, like, you and Glasses Gang had a really dope idea with the brunch battle parties.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds would like to know what y'all are going to do with that, if that's coming back.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Shout out to my man Jones, my man Manny, and, we started a little crew, and shout out to my man Corey, shout out to Spicy. We was using Spicy Roof, and we hit cats like, yo, y'all trying to throw these.
Spicy, come back to New York,
throw
bro.
these. Yeah, like I'm like, y'all trying to throw these parties? They're like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, all right, fuck it, we gonna do it, and we started it off.
I remember DJing off of my phone. So the thing about these joints is like people in the party can actually like participate in the playlist. So it's like you get to know what people in the crowd want to hear, and you get to like listen to like, it's a beautiful time, low key. It was a great vibe, and we need it back.
Now we trying to figure a post-COVID situation right now. My man Jones got a crazy idea. We might get busy. We're gonna bring Jones here to DJ a set. And Good Vibe Jones, shout out to Good Vibe Jones. Make sure you follow Good Vibe Jones. My man Manny, ECMLP _. And them parties was just like aux core parties. We wasn't past the aux, we wasn't as big as that, but we were more organic to the fact like, cats will run up. It was kind of like Versus, honestly, but it just wasn't big names. Like cats were doing a full Jeezy joint, and then another cat would come up and do a whole Rick Ross joint, and it'd be like, oh shit, this is crazy.
I'll never forget, speaking of Good Vibe Jones putting on an Usher set.
He did an Usher set, yeah. He shut it down. He shut it down.
I have never been at a party where I've almost been like, damn, I could have made a baby tonight.
He shut it down.
Until I literally danced to 30 minutes of only Usher.
And that was the best thing about those events. Shout out to Kinfolk, or R.I.P. Shout out to my man Jonas, one of the dudes that helped us make things happen. We were supposed to do a collab with them, but it ain't happened, like a t-shirt collab. But, shout out to them, man. Because we really had a chance to get people involved with the party instead of having to ask, yo, can you play this? Like, come up here and play it.
Word.
And if cats ain't really like it, they wasn't rocking. But it was a real big like network event, Like, because like I always say, like there's so many dope events out here. Shout out to Everyday People. Shout out to my Mixie Brunch homies. Like there's so many dope events, but it's all about different demos. But we the in between, like, what I'm saying? Like I look young, but I'm older, so it's like I need to be somewhere I feel good, I feel comfortable, I can still hear DMX get played and hear some real fire shit. I don't gotta hear the same 10 songs, which nothing wrong with that, because if you a good DJ, you gonna run some shit, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna listen. But with the Glasses Gang crew, man, we just always want to do stuff to have a good vibe for our demo when it comes to like game nights, to the brunch battle, to right now we're doing kickball right now. The kickball has been very successful. We did 2 games so far, and
that's recess, right? That's what you
recess,
call
yeah.
it?
We call it recess. Yeah, we call it recess. You can look forward to that. We're gonna come back probably September the 12th, recess, back in Prospect Park. And it's a kickball tourney, man. But we usually do like a workout before, so it's all about health, man. Because I know everybody can't get outside. Everybody's stuck in the house working. Want you to move your bones, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about life, you know what I mean? Like we gotta keep life going because we're losing a lot of life right now. You feel me? So like we had a workout before the last one we did a couple weeks ago. Shout out to my man Ricky. He did the pictures, Space Can Fresh. And my man Rob, they did the numbers with the photos, if you see it on the gram. But we had a full-on workout. My man Lonnie came out here from Philly, did a 30-minute workout. We played kickball for like 2 hours. We had water, we had liquor, we had food. We was like little kids. You know
everything you need.
Because everything, like, we getting older. Yeah, like we can't, we can't do...
Inner child.
We can't do the same things all the time. Like, we got to try some new shit. Even if it's fucking like playing tag outside or whatever, I don't care. Or, having relay races on the Rebel. Rest in peace, Rebel.
No, don't do that. They're bringing it back. Maybe not in the Bronx though. But
Bronx messed shit up.
I feel like we might get Rebel back.
But no, we just trying to. I just was trying to provide a pocket and a vibe for like cats my age group, our like-minded situation. You know what I mean? And I still get busy with the young niggas too. Like I be outside, but at the same time, like I just want to make sure like a cat that if I run too much, I might lose a little breath. Even though I'm in shape, like I gotta be something I could get mobile with. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But we got something big happening. We working on for October. We gonna do another kickball game. Another kickball game. I'll probably drop some more merch for Black Dollar Family for the homies. Shout out to Jill, Dana, my man CT Jones. We're gonna drop another merch happening soon. And then I think we're gonna do something big for October. Since I went to HBCU, they canceled all the homecoming, so I need to do something up here.
Word. And I don't know. Like I feel like I just want to like leave with this message. Like this man right here has had such a large impact on so many different people. Like honestly, no. Like let's talk about it because this is one of my favorite stories. About I want to hear about your stage when you broke Ty Dolla $ign. Because I think that's a really, really great story. And my point to get into it is like this man has worked with so many different people in music and he's not an artist. And I think there's something to that because a lot of us love music, but we're not artists and we're close. And you've built a career on navigating that. But I just want you to tell my favorite story about how you broke Ty Dolla $ign.
Well, I gotta big up my mans and my family. The same cast is doing Tacotarians. And shout out to my twin life homies, Rico. My man East, J Mar, Sean, Torian, the gang. The labels closed the doors on us as in, we was trying to do some stuff and we said we got to put it in our own hands. And shout out to my mom. She gave me a loan to help put together the stage. We did stages for A3C. Our brand was called The Pop-Up Show. We did A3C in South by Southwest for a couple of years. The first stage we ever did, we had B-Dot host. We had Ty Dolla $ign on the stage. Nobody wanted to book him at the time. Nobody really even know who he was besides like Cali dudes. Like they did the Cabana, he had the Cabana record. And this is before Beach House even really dropped. And we had a homie was like, yo, y'all gotta fuck with Ty. I'm like, let's book him. We got him for a great number that nobody could probably get him at this point. And we flew him out, picked him up from the airport. He killed it. We did it at Apache Cafe in Atlanta. Shout out to Apache. And it's crazy because the label, shout out to Emanuela or Rockefeller Head, she's big time boss. I remember her calling like, yo, are you TUBBS? And I'm just like, yeah, why, what's up? Who's this? We appreciate y'all for booking our artists for the festival. I would like to get more artists on your stage. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if that's going to happen. And I put her on mute, and I'll tell my man East, and I'm just like, yo, they trying to give us B.O.B. and Trade the Truth for free. And I forget the kid name. He had the record at the time. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. They gave us 3 Atlantic record artists off the hand. And the stage ended up being great, man. We had Dougie F on there. He busting the cats right now. Shout out to my Strag dudes. Anik Khan. I used to work with him heavy. And a couple other artists, we had on that stage. It was a small stage, but it was big because everybody that was in that room was all industry people. So we made a big impact, and it helped us, further on do more things. And with the pop-up show, we did a lot. And, if there wasn't a pop-up show, it would be no Tacotarians. But, yeah, we helped push Ty Dolla $ign. And after that, I think Kevin Lyles picked him up, and it was a go from there. And all the beach houses was a success, and he's a legend to this day. Like, and if they do a versus, I need Jeremiah versus Ty Dolla $ign features.
Word, that would be insane.
But yeah, with the pop-up show was dope. We had Ty, we Vince Staples headliner, West Side Boogie, he's shady. G Perico, Audio Push, Mac Wilds. We worked with a lot of artists that we felt that was really dope, and we wanted to put them in a spotlight to where we needed to do something and see if we could shine. And this was the time like we could still really do stages without the corporate push. Like festivals are huge corporate pushes now, which I'm not mad, but this was like homegrown, like mom and pop stage. Like everything we did was that. I mean, it was a point where Vince Staples was performing, and we got into it with some cats trying to rush the stage, and they ain't do that after that. But like I got always big up my team, man. These brothers we always been on the same page. We put it in the atmosphere as in what we want to do, and we go from there. And like I said, and it goes back to Tacotarians. You know what I mean? YouTube.com/Tacotarians, not the LV joint, the real joint.
But no, I think that's important, specifically because I feel like right now people don't realize that like being consistent in what you do, working with your team, and continuing to build, even because y'all had a small stage, and y'all ended up booking artists that grew off of your intuition for who these artists were.
Yeah.
And you leaned into that, and I'm sure that has like paid you back tenfold in like what you've been able to do and the connections that you have and how you navigate. So I really just want to tell people out there that like whatever you're doing, be consistent with it, but also make sure that instead of always trying to reach upwards and get help from other people, like look at the people around you that are in the trenches with you, because a lot of times like what y'all are building, you can reap what you think you want from somebody else, and sometimes you just gotta build that. So I feel like we really got a lot of gems today from you, Tubbs. I really appreciate you coming out to talk to us. We're going to go through the socials one more time. Give us the rundown, who we should be following, what we should be looking forward to. And I'm going to give it back to DJ Prince.
Follow me at Tubbs Kruger, TUBBS KRUEGER. Follow Glasses Global. Follow Black Dollar Family. Follow the Mood Goddess. You know what I mean? Just every person that I'm connected to, man, show them love, support them, get busy. You feel me? That's all I gotta say, man. I'm here for the people, man. That's all. That's it.
I love it. And now
I appreciate. I gotta say this before I get off. I appreciate y'all, man, because support is a big thing, man. That's it.
Of course, we love you. We love all of us, but we love you. We love you, Tubbs. And I'm gonna give it back over here to Prince. He gonna let us ride out. You ready?
Thank you, Sada Maria. Thank you, Tubbs. So much. Perfect interview. And, make sure you follow this brethren. You'll see him very soon. I'm glad that he came through and supported our love. Thank you, King. I appreciate you. It's a Yahdcast thing. That's what we do. We interview, we get the proper vibes, and we show those energies to the people that need that voice. You know what I'm saying? Next week, we got a real special guest in on the spot, so make sure you tune into that. Shouts to Jersey. Shouts to everybody. We gone. Follow Yahdcast, follow Rise Radio, Santa Maria, and follow Tubbs. We out. Yahdcast.